You and Your Young Child, a program of information and services available for you and your child from prenatal to age 5. You and Your Young Child has been brought to you in part by Minor Family Dentistry and by the Sternberg Museum of Natural History. Minor Family Dentistry would like to bring you the following dental health tip. It's recommended to have a dental checkup no later than your child's first birthday. An adult should brush for a young child and monitor older children's brushing to ensure a good job is done. Flossing should start when teeth are touching. Minor Family Dentistry wishes you good dental health. Families, including children of all ages, are welcome. Minor Family Dentistry, 1010 Downing and Hayes. Find them in the Next Tech directory.
It's 40 feet long. It's a cold-blooded killer, and it's prowling the galleries of Sternberg Museum. It's Super Croc, 10 tons of terror that you've got to see to believe. Sternberg Museum and Project Exploration bring you a creature so big it was a dinosaur's worst nightmare. Don't miss your chance to see the science of Super Croc, only at the Sternberg Museum, Hayes, Kansas.
Hello, and welcome to You and Your Young Child, the program devoted to early childhood. My name is Dana Stanton, and I'm the coordinator of the West Central Kansas Smart Start program. And with me today is Andy Stanton. Are you my better half or my other half?
Other half.
Other half, yes. Well, today I'm going to talk about a subject that's near and dear to me, so I asked Andy if he would come and interview me. So I'm going to give the mic to him, and we'll switch roles.
Okay. Well, welcome to the show, Dana.
Thank you.
Now, what are you here to talk to us about today?
Well, I'm here to talk about the Hayes Hurricane Swim Team. I don't know if a lot of people know that we have a competitive swim team here in Hayes. It's for kids from the age of, we actually take 4-year-olds all the way up to 18. But we're a competitive swim team. We have a local branch here in Hayes. We're also part of the Missouri Valley swim area, and then also a part of the the USA Swimming Club. Mm-hmm. So our swimmers can start out with us when they're little and go all the way to the Olympics if they want to.
So maybe the next Michael Phelps is right here in Hayes, Kansas.
I'm sure he or she will be here. So yeah, that's a great service that we offer here in Hayes for our swimmers.
Okay, tell me, how often does the swim team practice?
Okay. Now, I first should mention we do swim year-round.
Oh, okay.
But right now we're in our summer season, and you can come do as many practices as you want or as few as you want. Some kids are maybe in softball or t-ball, and they can only come maybe twice a week, and that's fine, or you can come to all of them. But during the summer, we practice Monday through Friday at the Hayes Aquatic Park in the morning. Right now, our hours are from about 8 to 10, and then later on in the summer, it goes from about 7:15 to 9:15. Okay. But also this summer, we have also started offering an evening practice for some people who maybe can't get there first thing in the morning. So we're also practicing on Tuesday and Thursday evenings from 7 to 8:30, and this is at the Center for Health Improvement. So there's lots of practice. So you could actually practice 7 times a week if you wanted to. But once again, you can practice as much as you want, or as maybe only once or twice. So you don't have to be at every one.
Okay, so like if you're planning your vacation or anything like that, it's like, oh, we can't go to this because Susie has swim practice. That's really not that big of a problem, right?
Yes, of course. We just got back from vacation, and that is great. While we were gone, it's not like a softball team where you can't play if the first baseman and the pitcher isn't there. In swimming, it's more of an individualized sport. So, of course, the more practices you are at, the better you get. But it's okay if you need to take a vacation or do a family event or something like that.
Okay, so we've covered practices. Now let's talk a little bit about the competitive meets and how often are the meets happening and what happens at a swim meet. Okay.
Well, first of all, not everyone competes. Some of our younger swimmers aren't really to the competition level, but usually pretty young. Our 6-year-old, of course, competes at swim meets. They might start out with a 25 free, which is really getting from one end of the pool to the other any way you want. Our meets in the summertime, we usually have one every Saturday. They're usually out of town, even though we do have one here in Hayes. And what happens is the coach will help the parents and the swimmer decide what particular event would be best for them. A beginner just might do a 25 freestyle, but a 16-year-old swimmer might do a 100 butterfly or a 100 back. We also have relay teams where, swimming is an individualized sport, but then they get more of a team type of competition where there's 4 members on a team. The sessions are usually divided by younger children in the morning, older children in the afternoon, and then also by boys don't swim against girls. So boys swim together and then girls swim together.
So I don't have to worry about my 6-year-old daughter Gracie swimming against a 17-year-old high school senior, thinking
Yes.
about that high school senior would really blow that little one away.
Yes, they are divided into age group. Now, even though there will be an 18-year-old at a practice and also a 6-year-old, they're kept in separate lanes. So so we don't mix mixed ages.
Okay. What about if, a parent has a child who can swim, but they're not sure if they're ready for competition swimming? How does the Hayes Hurricanes fit into that?
Well, that is the best time to get a swimmer because our coaches can teach them their proper way. My always thing I ask, if they fell in the water, could they get back out or would they drown? But even if they can't get out of the water, we can teach them the proper strokes. It's easier sometimes to teach them from the beginning rather than correcting old habits that are the incorrect way. So they don't need to come to us knowing how to do a perfect butterfly or even a freestyle. That is our job to teach them the proper way to do those things. And as they'll start out with the butterfly, with the freestyle, and then they'll learn a backstroke, and then they'll work on the breaststroke, and we start working on flip turns. So, but when they come to us, they don't really need to have any of those. We will teach those to the swimmer.
Okay. Now, we've talked about teaching competitive swimming. What about just good old plain old swim lessons?
Now, we're very lucky here in Hayes. There's lots of places that you can get a quality swim lesson for your child. The Center for Health Improvement, through the Hayes Rec Department, but we also offer swimming lessons through the Hurricanes. We started out with a lot of little brothers and sisters whose older sibling was swimming with us, so we thought, well, they're already at practice, so we started offering some swim lessons. So we also offer those. We start with age 4, and we a lot of times we're getting a group of kids that are 9, 10, 11, even some 12-year-olds that never learned how to swim. So we also have a section of swim lessons for those older kids that might be embarrassed to be with a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old, but swimming lessons for older kids so they can learn too. And our hope is they will start out with our swimming lessons, and as they get better, they will go ahead and go up to the regular Hurricane team.
So kind of a grow your own program for competitive swimming.
Most definitely a grow your own program.
So lots of great information here. How would anybody get in contact with the Hurricane swim team if they want to get their kids swimming yet this summer? You said it was a year-round program, so even maybe in the fall and the spring, how would they get in touch?
Okay. Well, first of all, we have a website, and all the information is on the website, and that's www.hayeshurricanes .wordpress.com, or they can call me at 628-1555. It's bad when you have to give me my own phone number, but we'll put those numbers on the screen as well. But just give us a call, and we will tell you what you need to know, and we'll get your child in the water.
Okay, thanks. Well, thank you, Dana. And I guess I get to close this out today. I'm Andy Stanton with Eagle Communications, and you've been watching You and Your Young Child. And always remember that you, as a parent, are your child's best teacher. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching You and Your Young Child, a program of information and services available for you and your child from prenatal to age 5. You can watch the program weekdays in the noon and 9 o'clock hours. You and Your Young Child has been brought to you in part by Minor Family Dentistry and by the Sternberg Museum of Natural History.